Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're doing more vintage cube drafts, specifically the elimination queue. And sorry, not too much time in this pack, but there's a Black Lotus, so that is super great. There was also a Froggy, a library, other good cards, but yeah. Anyway, Black Lotus. So now that we have our Black Lotus start, where do we want to go from here? Good options: Entomb, Ponder, Fury, and Bloodstained Mire and Volcanic Island. So there's also Monument and Vengevine if you want to do that. Alright, so I think it's definitely between Ponder, Fury, and Entomb for me. Probably just take Fury. It's going to be the most consistently good card. Entomb can lead to the most shenanigans, and if you have Black Lotus, you can do stuff like turn 1 Entomb Reanimate, which obviously very strong, but then you're going to have to make a lot of these weird picks where you're not taking inherently powerful cards, and you're just trying to enable your Entomb stuff, whereas if you take Fury, and you just take good red aggressive cards, it leads to the same strategy. Yeah, I'm going to take Fury. I think the power level gap is pretty high there. Alright, so cards like Chandra go up in value since I have a Black Lotus, meaning I can play them, like play 4 drops on turn 1. So Chandra is normally not a great card, but being able to play it on turn 1 is really strong. I'm going to highlight it for now. Other options, there's Tinker, good build around card, but you need to build around it. Llanowar Elves, Unholy Heat as 1-drops. I do like Malevolent Rumble, and Sacred Foundry is the only fetchable red land here. I guess River Pyre Verge is fine as well. It does start on red, but I think just because we do have Black Lotus and because we took Fury first, I'm okay taking the Chandra here, whereas I might not be inclined to do so if I didn't have a Black Lotus. And I also like to cut red a little bit. Maybe I can wield the Unholy Heat, maybe not. But just starting off with some nice, decent red cards. Now I can just take a Fear of Missing Out. Good old FOMO. A little bit of boring stuff here, but you know what? We're in it to win it. Especially because it's an elimination queue. So let's see. FOMO and other good cards too. Bob, Chase, Emperor Bones, Undercity Sewers, and then Mystical Tutor if you wanted to be like blue-black Reanimator and then use Mystical Tutor to grab your Entomb. So you could do that relatively quickly. Hopefully our deck will be aggressive enough that we can punish that type of deck. Use Black Lotus to power out Chandra and just get so much value and damage. I'm taking a FOMO here. Okay. Now what? There's Evora. So they did push the mono red discard thing a lot. So normally I would kind of just ignore this card, but I'm not opposed. I was thinking about taking EI, Expressive Iteration, which maybe we could wheel that Volcanic Island and just be blue-red good cards, Expressive Iteration. But if I take Evora, I already have a FOMO, and I can wheel something like the Monument. I could be in like mono red discard, which again, is it not is it the most optimal strategy? Probably not. But I mean, maybe the right pick is to take EI, wheel the Storm Chaser's Talent, but you know what? We're out here trying things. Okay. So, not much in this pack for anybody, really. I guess I could just spec on a Xander's Lounge. Gitaxian Probe is not bad, but we don't have too many synergies. It kind of is just, quote-unquote, making my deck 39 cards, which, that's inherently strong, of course. But if I am going to be in... If red is getting cut, because it looks like it is, I may need to branch out into a couple other colors, so Xander's Lounge does give me the outs to do that. There's a Thornspire Verge as well, but yeah, I'm just going to go and take the Lounge. Okay, there's Spyro. That is an excellent pickup. It's It does pretty much everything I want to do. It fills the curve for the 3-drop slot. It's red. It gets me card advantage, and it discards cards for Evora. So, yeah, definitely happy about that. Cauldron's inherently kind of strong. Well, sort of. I mean, if you have the synergies. Wan Shi Tong is a really sweet one, but a little expensive. Not our main color. And Pinnacle Emissary, if you're doing the artifacts thing. I'll take a Spyro. And let's see. Force of Negation, Raucous Theater, a Rogrin Triumph, Bitter Triumph? I guess I'll just take a Raucous Theater, hedge more into Rakdos. So now, I think Rakdos is more supported for the discard thing anyway, so yeah, I think I'm okay with this. This pick doesn't really matter too much, but now it does open me up for more red cards. I believe this is our opening pack. All right, Adeline Wheeling is crazy, so maybe no one's in white. Arena of Glory, hasting out a Fury is pretty cool, or a FOMO. Tarfire as a piece of interaction, which is also good with the FOMO. Interesting. Preachers, I mean, we are hedging towards black, but I'd rather take one of these red cards. This is close. I do like lands with upside, but we also don't have... I'm going to take the Tarfire just because of the interaction with the FOMO. Okay, I wield the Monument, so I'm going to take it, and I don't need to play it, right? This pick is basically nothing, but the fact that Monument and Vengevine wield tells me that this archetype is open. So if I can get more of the enablers, I already have like basically 3. And if I can get more, this could see main deck play. We'll see though. It's going to hang out on the side for now. All right, nothing really here for me. So I guess I will just hate on a Malevolent Rumble because it's just the best card. Okay, there's a Bob, a Blackleaf Cliffs. I do like Dark Confidant, but I don't know how black I'm going to be in this deck. I mean, maybe I just take the Blackleaf Cliffs and they make future black splashes better. Sure, I'll do that. Okay, I wielded Desecrex. I didn't mention that, but I was thinking about this wheeling, so this is definitely a good reason to splash black, and if you're in this discard archetype, so it could be a 2-drop. Not one you play on turn 2, but one you play for 2 mana. Okay, bunch of nothing. Green's kind of open, I guess. So we're sort of in the discard deck. I'm going to be looking for stuff like Bazaar of Baghdad. I'm going to be looking for other things. All right, what do we got? So, Arid Mesa, Blood Crypt, Fatal Push, and Fire Blast. Also, Oko Omnath for people that want to live that life. It's me. I want to live that life, but not in this deck. There's Vivi. So, yeah, a lot of good Jeskai cards. Or, you know, just, what do you call it? Omnath cards. Omnath, Oko, Vivi. There's Emrakul if you want to do stuff like that. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? How important is the black splash? Not really. Maybe I can wheel this Blood Crypt. I'm not sure that black-red necessarily is cut necessarily. So I could just take a Fire Blast and go for more of that burn angle. And it appears that I'm kind of doing that already. Could use stuff like Lightning Bolt or whatever, but hopefully we get that. Desecrex. So whenever it enters, return a creature with mana value 3 or less. I mean, it's okay. Go with Spyro. I'm not going to... It's not the end of the world if I can't splash black. I'm just going to take Fire Blast. We're just going to stick with the mono-red plan and go from there. Okay. I like taking just a nice Firebolt here. There is a Kolaghan's Command, one of my favorite cards, but I think I can wheel it, first of all. And it also doesn't really synergize. I mean, it's just a good mid-range card. It doesn't really synergize, though, with our discard strategy that we're trying to do. Neither does Firebolt, but Firebolt is one color. It's cheap and efficient, and it can also go face. So, again, we are trying to do this sort of burn thing. We got Tarfire, we got Chandra, and... I mean, FOMO and Fury, they kind of just push a lot of damage, and then Fire Blast can finish them off. So we can this pushes more towards that plan, which is going to be a lot more tried and true than trying to force black red and try all the discard things, which I mean I want to do. I think that's pretty strong. We just need to see if the pieces come to us. Also, the rest of this pack is kind of, it's got good cards, but just, I mean, Esseka's Chariot, Wandering Emperor, so we have to watch out for those during the draft, but yeah. Okay, so we got Firebolt. Now what? There is an Ancient Tomb if we want to power up our stuff more. I don't know if this is the best Ancient Tomb deck. It's not bad with like Chandra and Fury, and technically Monument, but not so great with our cheap cards. So I could just take a Carnage Interpreter. I think it's just a good card on its own. It feels like we're going to be emptying our hand pretty frequently. Like, say you have 3 cards in it, it's like Carnage Interpreter, a red card, and a Fury. You go Fury, they're bored, and then you play this, and then you investigate 4 times, and it's a 5/5 menace. I do like that. Also, discard synergies for our Evora, which I think I'll just play as a value card. Like, I don't have to do the full-on discard thing. Yeah, I'll take a Carnage Interpreter. Okay. Oh, Palace Jailer. Love that card, but we're not doing that. We are doing Inti. Inti's perfect. It's a good aggressive 2-drop, and it also discard cards, but can also filter our bad cards and hopefully impulse draw good cards off the top. I do like Burst Lightning too, but I think I'd rather take another threat. All right, now we see not too much. There is Collective Brutality, I guess. It's not amazing, but I guess I could take Suplex. Just Artifact Hate, totally fine. It's also another removal spell. We are kind of a little light on that. I mean, we got Tarfire, Firebolt for really small things. Fury and Fire Blast and Chandra can deal with slightly bigger threats. So Suplex, good mid-rangey thing, I guess. It's really early in the morning. It's hard to talk. Anyway, take Suplex. Oh, I like Lelia. Lelia is a nice threat. You can also play it on turn 1 with Black Lotus. That's pretty good. Skull Clamp, not bad. We don't have that many creatures. Sudden Eruption, land that's a spell. I do really like that. I do appreciate that, but Lelia is a nice threat. So get in the deck, Lelia. And I can take a Death Greeter's Champion. This thing's pretty sweet. I mean, imagine playing this on turn 1 and then smacking them for 3 double strike every turn. Or in the late game, you just start dashing this every turn. Ooh, and you can give, say, I don't know, your Lelia or your Spyro double strike. Yeah, this card's sweet. Very aggressive. Okay, I guess I'll take a Blood Tithe Harvester here. What else we got? I mean, Phyrexian Metamorph could technically be anything. I guess it's good with, like, Fury, but I think I'd rather take a Blood Tithe Harvester. We already have 3 black sources, and it's like a pretty generically good card, but it also synergizes well with what we've got going on. Yeah, I'll just take it. Wow, Omnath wheeled, but the Oko did not. And what else was in the pack? There was some other card. Anyway, I'll just take a Karn. First off, there's nothing else for us. And second of all, this is a nice thing to play on turn 1 with a Black Lotus. We also have a couple things in the deck that make artifacts. So it's not like the constructs are going to be, you know, just 1/1s and 2/2s. Okay. Well, speaking of artifacts, there's a Legion Extruder, but I think I'd rather spec on either Sheoldred's Edict or a Twisted Landscape. I'm not a fan of these landscapes. I guess I'll just take it, though. All right. Goldspan Dragon's acceptable, I suppose. Delay of Blast Fireball, I'm just not that big of a fan of. Okay. We got some stuff going on. We definitely need some more 1-drops. We could use some Ragavan Lightning Bolt type action. Yeah, not much here for us. All right. What are we looking for in them? Yeah, we're looking for more 1-drops, more burn spells. What are some other good discard enablers? Well, Bazaar of Baghdad's probably the best one, so I'm going to be on the lookout for that. I have a lot of 3s. I could use up maybe a little bit more ramp. Now I'm kind of regretting not taking that Ancient Tomb earlier. Ooh, I don't want to get got by Mana Tithe. now I know I'm not. This is in pod drafting. Godless Shrine, sure. Last pick Candelabra, where it belongs. Okay, so let's see. Okay, there's Mana Vault, there's Dragon's Rage Channeler. I do like Mana Vault as a way to power out these 5s and 4s. I think I like that over the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Dragon's Rage Channeler would be perfect for the deck, though. We've got a lot of non-creature spells, a good variety of types, so it'd be pretty easy to play this early, get some card selection action with the Surveilling, and then turn this into a real threat. Like 1 mana 3/3 flyer is good. Also, I mean, I guess Duress could be a good sideboard card. And other than that, there's not too much. I mean, there's Jace, Wrenn and 6, and Tundra for those live in that Omnath dream. And Path to Exile, of course. Mystic Confluence. There's definitely some artifact deck going around, so for Trinket Mage and Kappa Cannoneer, but I mean, I'm going to take it from them, right? I'm going to take the Mana Vault from those people and then just use it for my own personal gain. Ooh, Ocelot Pride. Ugh. Not for us, though. What is for us? Probably just Glorybringer. This card's great. Goblin Bombardment. Relic of Sauron is a way to draw cards, and also a way to discard a card. But again, I don't know how hard we're going into that with the Monument. But, I mean, especially now that we have Mana Vault, taking another 5-drop is totally acceptable. And now we have both the Glorybringer and the Goldspan Dragon. I don't know if we'll end up playing both, but it's a thing. There's also Palantir, which honestly not bad. Not a bad thing to play on turn 1. Like you can go, yeah, turn 1, either Black Lotus or Mana Vault, and you just play Palantir. But I think I'm just going to take Glorybringer. Glorybringer's sick. Ooh, Fable. Fable's great. Oh, and there's a Bazaar. Okay, here's the strat. We take Fable. We wheel Bazaar. I think Fable's too good to pass. But I think we can wheel Bazaar. There's also Kamen Ferric, which, what is this, the Hobgoblin? Yeah, anyway. So, and Fable also does a discard thing, but it's also just a generically good card. Good to play on turn 1 with Black Lotus. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We'd probably wheel the Bazaar, and we probably would take it. Okay, now we've got, there's Oliphant, Robber of the Rich, Grim Monolith, Wasteland, Walking Ballista. Urza's Saga, actually, Urza's Saga is not bad. Just because we have 2 pretty great hits, and we already have quite a lot of playables, I think I actually take Urza's Saga, and then I can wheel either Oliphant or Robber the Rich. We're not going like super hard into the artifacts thing. We have a few. And yeah, I do like the whole Black Lotus Mana Vault being grabbed by Urza's Saga. I think that's a pretty acceptable way to have a value land. Yeah, I'll take Urza's Saga. Okay, Corey's Steel Cutter, Blazing Rootwalla, Embreth Shieldbreaker. That's pretty much it. I think I can wheel Blazing Rootwalla, to be honest. I probably just take a Corey Steel Cutter here. So, yeah, I think we can double spell fairly easily, especially on like turn 2, you play Black Lotus or something. Yeah, and enabling this early is going to be really strong. Okay. Ooh, there's a Mako. I do like me a Mako. And a Grease French Goblin. I'll take the Mako. I think we're gonna do some discard things. Is it optimal? Yeah. Ooh, Anger. Do I need Anger? I mean, it's not. I'm not taking anything else. I mean, I could take Sunbaked Canyon. I really wish I had a Badlands. I know the Blood Crypt did not wheel, which is a little sad. But yeah, I think this is going to be good. I have a lot of ways to discard, so Obviously, I can give my stuff haste. A lot of my stuff already has haste, though, but not everything. So anyway, anger. So let's see. There's expedition map if I want to find my bazaar, but I'm not sure that's necessary. It is another 1-mana spell to get, or a 1-mana land to get gotten by Urza's Saga, I guess. Is that worth? I could just splash a Mind Twist. I have a lot of ramp. Expedition map's probably not making the deck. I guess I just hate away a Mind Twist from somebody. Okay, I'll take a Path to Exile. I don't want people exiling my things. Oh, was this the Bazaar pack? I think it was the next pack. I'll just take a Bombardment. What? Someone took my Bazaar? Are you serious? Oh, man. What? Oh, that's so ridiculous. I'll take either Canon Ferric, or do I need a Fabled Passage? Am I really playing black? It's just for 2 cards. I'll take a Canon Ferric, sure. Wow, that's wild. They're just taking my Bazaar. Oh, the Blazing Root Wall of Wheel too? What the heck? I guess I take it. Or do I take a Empress Shieldbreaker? I'll just take a Root Wall, sure. So all of the cards wheeled except Bazaar. That is, well, it's bizarre. Okay, anyway. Wow. I think Bazaar would have been pretty good in this deck. So now I have to decide how hard I'm going on the strategy. And also, I'm accepting the fact that my fixing is kind of bad. So I could just be mono red. Bloodtithe Harvester and Desecrex are fine, but they're not completely necessary. So then I don't have to play these like bad lands. I can still play Sunbaked Canyon and now Urza Saga. So if I do this, 11, that's 13. Yeah, I know. I definitely need to make some cuts. So the question now becomes, how hard am I going into discard? So what do we got? We've got Grease Wrench Goblin. Technically, Mako can discard itself. We've got FOMO, Inti, Evora, Carnage Interpreter, Seasoned Pyromancer, Fable the Mirror Breaker, and that's it. Okay, so not a lot. I think we gotta abandon the Monument package. It's not great. I think I'll get rid of the Canon Ferric as well. Just because, I mean, you can get in for a big hit. I just like the Mako because it's a 1-drop. It's like you play this on turn 1, you play a FOMO on turn 2, you attack for 2, then on turn 3, you get out a Fable, then on the following turn, you can discard 2, make it a 4. I think I have enough to make Anger work as well. So, like say I do this and I just play 15 lands now. 15 lands, Black Lotus, Mana Vault, and this. And we're monocolored. That seems a little bit more reasonable. I just don't think we're going to get... I'm not going to consistently trigger the Monument, right? And if I had the Bazaar, I think I could play Monument and I could just play it over, say, like a Goldspan Dragon or something. But as it stands, I think I'm okay not running it in the main deck. Plus, our black fixing is not great. So then playing the Bloodtithe Harvester and the Desecrex is going to be problematic. Now, do I want Canon Ferric? Do I want Canon Ferric over something like a Goldspan Dragon? So, it is a cheaper card for stuff like Corey Steelcutter. And, I mean, we do have a good amount of ways that we're discarding cards. So, it could get in for... But then what? It's just like a 3/2 flyer that I have to work for. With something like a Fable the Mirror Breaker, you could turn it into a 5-mana or 5-power flyer. It also does have haste. No, I think without the Bazaar, I don't need it. But then again, do I need Blazing Rootwalla? This is kind of... Is Blazing Rootwalla just... Should it just be Monument? I don't know. It's like, if I'm not playing Blazing Rootwalla, am I playing a Monument? Right? Because it feels like those go into the same deck. This is so not worth it. I should probably just cut this. What do I put in? Do I just shove these lands in and then play Blood Tithe Harvester? Or do I just shove the Monument in there and pray that I can get it to function? Man, this is tough. Not wheeling the Bazaar is just crazy. I think that would have made this deck a lot better. Huh. I'm really sad. Yeah, it's better for the thumbnail. Let's get the Monument in there. Oh my god. The fact that we're playing Monument, but we're not playing Blazing Rootwall and Kamen Ferric may speak to how I think this deck will perform. But you know what? We're here for a good time, not a long time, right? I think we just go with this. Oh boy, this is really something. All right, let's just go ahead and add our 13 mountains, and here's a deck. You know, overall, look, it just does mono red things too, and there's a lot of discard outlets. I think we'll be fine. Famous last words. All right, see you for the matches. All right, we're here for round 1 against Friggery Pharaoh Rosso, and this hand is a one-lander. Yeah, I can't keep this in good conscience. Uh-oh. All right, this might be quick. Okay, this is pretty good. All right, we'll keep this. I think we get rid of... I think I actually kind of want the Carnage Interpreter. So I need to put 2 cards back. It could be a mountain, and then I just hope to draw off the top. And then... Or actually, wait. What if I just put back Grease Wrench and Lalia? And then we just go for Urza's Saga beats. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of an interesting decision. Will I draw a land off the top? I think because I'm only to 5, I just kind of have to go for it. And then Grease Wrench Goblins just our least impactful play. Urza Saga can grab the land. I like the Carnage Interpreter because we're already going to be emptying our hand pretty quick. Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of the Grease Wrench. And plus we have FOMO to help us find land 3 as well. So this isn't too bad. I mean, it's kind of bad. But, Mountain on 1. And then Urza Saga. Hopefully we find land 3 in order to activate Urza Saga. Oh, nice. Mana Vault. Okay. That's pretty good. Alright, I imagine they have like Spell Pierce or hopefully not a Daze. I am just going to go for the Mana Vault play. Okay. I could have been a little bit... Actually, maybe I should have been more aggressive and just go for Urza Saga on 1, and then I can activate. But, yeah. Alright. So, no. There's our 3rd land, which is nice. So now I could play Lalia, but then they have open mana, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. Although, if I do that, then they're not... I think I'll just wait. I'll go big. I'll go big with the Mana Vault, and then hopefully they just don't have an answer for it. I don't need to do anything this turn. Could have played a FOMO, I guess. Okay. I'm fine going land go, honestly. Because now I just get my Urza Saga value. Yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't need to do anything. Let's see if my opponent does something end step here. Okay, could be... Hull Breacher. Okay. Not a fan. Oh, okay. Obvious. They're gonna play the yeah. They're gonna play the Time Twister, and I'm gonna lose. But that's okay. That's okay. Yep. Time Twister. Obvious. Yep. Oh, I lose the game. Cool. It's over. It's over. All right. Fun game one. Game two, we're gonna just have to hold up make sure we have the burn spell ready to go for the Hull Breacher. There's a 95% chance I lose the game. We'll play it out. We got Urza Saga. We can make tokens. Oh God, is it Teferi? Yeah, it's really bad. Oh boy. Okay. Sure. Storm Chaser, get back the Time Twister so they can do it again. Get more mana, more cards. Seems good. Yeah, sure. They're not attacking, of course. Okay, I make a guy. Yeah. Suplex. I think I just gotta make a guy. Okay. I have lots of mana and nothing to do with it. I will attack Teferi. Yep, that makes sense. Alright, I can pretty much play anything I draw anyway. I think I need to get rid of the Hull Breacher. Just so they can't do their nonsense again. And now I just have to hope that 2 constructs are enough. And the fact that my opponent can just, for no mana, deal with one of them, while also having 5 cards in hand, 5 lands, and a recursive threat piece, probably means no. But we'll see. Oh boy, and they draw 3 cards in addition to dealing with my constructs. Alright. Well, I can kill the construct at least, or I can kill the Teferi. Mountain, okay, perfect. Kill Teferi, which is good. But now they can flip Jace, and I don't have any other artifacts in the deck. Oh my god, they have Little Teferi too? Their deck is great. I love Jeskai. Yep. Activate Jace. They're in such control of this game. Great planeswalkers, great recursive threats. I mean, it was obviously the Time Twister Hull Breacher combo that did it in for me. So, what is the out? There is no out. Well, Carnage Interpreter, I guess, would be pretty cool. Okay, of all of the draws, that was probably among the best. I'm just going to spend the red here. I'll concede to that. Yeah, no. We're not. we needed that to resolve. Okay, actual factual counterspell, both Teferis, Jace, Storm Chaser's Talent, Time Twister, Hull Breacher. Their deck is so good. All right, let's not make any changes, I think. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Cam and Ferret can theoretically pressure the Planeswalkers. Suplex is kind of not amazing. Because the problem is they can just flash in Hull Breacher end of turn and then I can't kill it. Suplex can also deal with Jace. With Baby Jace, I'll just keep it the same. Alright. We go first. Another one-lander, have to mulligan. I think that you have to begrudgingly keep this hand even though it is not ideal. I can put back maybe just a suplex. And then I unfortunately am not doing anything on the first 2 turns of the game, which is usually disaster for a Vintage Cube game. But at least we get to play Fable so it can get counterspelled and then Carnage Interpreter and then it dies. I'll put back suplex. I think it's just really important to hit land 3. Like, so important that if I don't hit land 3, there's a 0% chance, so I'm just not going to take the risk. Okay, well, I hit another land, so. We are going to go Fable next turn. They're holding up Counterspell now. Oh, they're playing Baby Jace. Oh, Talisman. Sure, that's fine. Wow, another land? Uh-oh. Okay, well, that's not good. All right, Fable. Don't counter it, please. Nice. Okay, okay. Solid. Good. Good, good, good. See what opponent's got. Could play Teferi here, or Kill Spell. Another Talisman. Okay. They're ramping. Ramping to their good cards. Teferi, bounce the Goblin, yada yada. Yep, that's all good. I can Firebolt to take care of the Teferi, though, which is nice. Ooh, Corey Steelcutter. I like that. So I think in that case, I'm just going to get rid of these mountains. Because I can already go Corey Steelcutter, Firebolt. So, yeah, land. Okay, those are pretty good, too. We'll go Corey Steelcutter, Firebolt the Teferi, trigger Corey, and smack him for 2. Okay, so it's a little awkward now that I didn't draw more lands, but okay, wow, opponent is doing stuff. Okay, there's Karn. Okay, I could probably just discard it, try to draw something better. Okay, FOMO into discard Karn. Ooh, Grease, perfect. Now I can trigger the Corey Steelcutter again. And I get to smack for a good amount of damage. And by that I mean 3. Okay, next turn we are looking pretty good. I can go Reflection of Kiki Jiki, make a copy of, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can do. I can evoke Fury and then copy it. Or I can just copy FOMO. So a lot of options. Opponent has all the mana in the universe, though, so I am very concerned. This could just be balance. Yep, 100%. That was a balance. Okay, that probably takes my win percentage from 80% to 15%. Because my opponent loses almost nothing, I lose everything. I do not lose Corey Steelcutter, which is nice. Yeah, they had to sack a measly couple of lands there. Not really a big deal at all. They still have 2 cards and like a billion mana. Okay. Goldspan Dragon. All right, this is going to work out. This is the play pattern I was talking about earlier. So we go Fury, Goldspan. Okay, and we deal 4 damage. Nice. Okay, excellent. And then Carnage Interpreter. Trigger Corey. Get to smack. All right. Okay, now we're dealing 7 damage. 2-turn clock. Opponent drew something cool, though. Okay, that's fine. I mean, now I get cards, which is totally fine by me. It does make the Carnage Interpreter a little weaker, but now it's pretty likely I get to double spell, like almost assuredly. I don't have a discard outlet for this Anger. That would be pretty cool. Or the Mako, really. Okay, what do we got? They're going to play something big and scary, probably. It is nice that they've used the Time Twister not as a combo piece, but as sort of a desperation, like, I need more cards. Okay, Relic of Sauron. Yep, that's a good card. one I was considering taking, and a Storm Chaser's Talent. You could buy back Time Twister. Okay, cool. Nothing super crazy here. So land. We'll go for Tarfire on Otter Friend. Trigger Prowess. Okay. And then Robber of the Rich. Trigger Corey. Is this mana lose focus? Yep. Cannot pay. That's fine. I still get to trigger the Corey Steel Cutter. Yes. Okay. And I might as well just play out this Mako. I know they have balance, but I kind of need to entice them. Plus, I still have all my clues. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm hitting them for 7 damage here, which is quite a lot. Okay, the Thought Scouring themselves, sure. Okay. So, looking good. All right, nice. They didn't have anything. Okay, cool. On to game 3. So their deck is pretty good, but I can absolutely beat it. I think I just run it back. I just really need to hope that Black Lotus and Mana Vault will get me there. And also just like the aggressive creatures, but I do need to watch out for balance. That thing 100% can wreck me. 100% I won that game off the back of Corey Steel Cutter. Just ridiculous card. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything differently. I'm just going to run it back. I bet it was some Reanimator player that took my... Whoa. Anyway, that took my... What's it called? Bazaar. Okay, anyway, I have Mana Vault Black Lotus. Like, we're doing stuff. Okay, so let's make sure this resolves. So I have 6 mana I can play with. Okay, there's just Lorien Revealing. That's fine. Black Lotus. Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay, red and Goldspan Dragon. I could burst their face, but that doesn't make sense. All right, I'm just going to attack. Get treasures. Oh, man. What a strong start. Now, next turn, I can hopefully attack. They might be forced to balance here. Oh, it's just Grim Monolith. Oh, yeah. Okay, we can do it. A Coalition Relic. All right, I have this turn to pop off. Okay, so I have 4 mana to play with. No. 5 mana to... Ooh, Deathgreater's Champion? Interesting. Okay, what do I want to do here? So... I kind of like going... If I go Deathgreater's Champion back up onto the Goldspan Dragon, I hit for 10. Alternatively, I can attack for 4, they go to 12. And then I... then what? I play Glorybringer? Yeah, that's not great. I think we're just gonna do what just try to get the most damage now. Cast. Put this here. And attack for 10. Oh yeah, nice. Love that. Okay, they go to 6. Okay, now they basically have to balance. But then I have, like, literally if I draw a mountain, I just have enough burn to win the game, which is crazy. Plus, they have to deal with my threats on board and start to establish their own game plan. Okay, we won this game off the back of an opening hand that contained Mana Vault, Black Lotus, and Goldspan Dragon. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of skill necessarily, but, I mean, come on. We're taking those. They have 5 mana, so they currently don't have enough to go Hull Breacher plus Time Twister, which would be very strong. Kind of crazy. If I had another mountain, I just would have won the game right there, because I go Fire Blast their face, and then, and then I use the treasure. Okay, yeah, they just can't answer this. Okay. Well, you know, the deck may not be great, but It turns out that Black Lotus and Mana Vault can make any deck shine. Moving on to the next match. All right, we're here for round 2 against Red Mog. Won the die roll, which is nice. And this hand's a little slow. I don't like that we're not doing anything until turn 3. Obviously, a Black Lotus makes this hand insane, but, you know, gotta be disciplined. I don't like this either. I don't like this either. It's kind of got the same problems, except this time it only has 2 lands. We don't have a way to discard. Well, actually, we have Spyro. Goldspan Dragon. I mean, you could just like take this hand and put Goldspan on the bottom and then proceed. And you have Fury to deal with stuff, and then eventually you Spyro the Anger and then attack it. I don't know. It seems like a losing proposition. Our deck is capable of better. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, we do this. I think we just put back. Kind of annoying. Keep, put back. Land for sure. Is it land 2? I don't know if it's land 2, because then if our Mana Vault gets blown up, kind of just lose instantly. We can win off of 2 5-drops. It's like, I could put back one of the 5-drops, and then I go turn 1 Mana Vault, turn 2 5-drop, and then I have Evora. You know what? Evora is sounding worse and worse. Why don't I just get rid of that? Okay, cool. We have a strategy. we have a strategy. Opponent also mulled to 6, so that helps a little bit. It's Mana Vault and Prey. Okay, cool. We didn't get Force of Negation, so that's good. Tap land from the opponent. Okay, I get to slam a 5-drop, which is nice. Unfortunately, that's kind of all my hand does. Okay, Glorybringer, get out there, smack them. Okay, 5-turn clock. So I cannot currently cast the Fury, but if I draw a red card, I can. What do we got? Demonic Tutor. Oh man, that's not fair. I get to search for anything. Okay, hopefully I just draw a 3-drop or something to play. Okay, I can't pay. Firebolt. Alright, well that's not great. I'm just going to hold that in hand. Attack our opponent. Alright, so we've got Fury to deal with small creatures, but if they're Demonic Tutoring, I imagine we're going to see something rather large. Or maybe it's just a kill spell for Glorybringer? We'll see. Bitter Triumph, discard a Keen-Eyed Curator. A little annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay, that's it. Alright, I was expecting a lot worse. Still not great. And I also still can't untap my Mana Vault. Ooh, FOMO. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go FOMO. Pitch the Firebolts, like free value. Oh, and the land? Nice. Okay, I think I'm probably just going to untap the Mana Vault next turn, assuming nothing changes. Just so I have access to more mana. And then I can crack for a card. Grief. Well, sucks. But Fury does get taken. Okay. Go to my turn. I'm not gonna... Am I gonna draw? I think I'm just gonna probably untap the Mana Vault, actually. This turn. We'll see if we get punished for that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm willing to take the... Am I willing to take the trade? That's the question. Probably not. I think this FOMO represents a lot more for them than it does for me. Yeah. I think I just hold back. They can smack me with the grief. They're also at a lower life total. I think they're incentivized to trade there, and I don't really want to. I only have 2 card types currently. Uh-oh. 5 mana. Sowing Mycospawn. Okay. So you get any land. I assume it's going to be Strip Mine or Wasteland. Strip Mine. Okay, goodbye Sunbaked Canyon. Putting another card type in the graveyard for me. Ooh, I like that. Okay, but now they can just block my FOMO, which is bad. Actually, wait, no, I have Inti. Never mind. Okay, hopefully something expendable. Oh no, not the monument. Oh, should I get greedy? I could get greedy here. Let's see, we take 6, 12. Oh wait, I could just do both. Oh, but if I do both, then I run into problems. Okay. No. Let's not be greedy. Let's just do the play. Inti, discard monument, attack for 3. It gets in, and then I also get to get in again with Delirium next turn. Yeah. Okay. I got the rose-colored glasses. Sorry, monument. Your role is going to be discard. Not quite what we wanted. All right. Oh, nice. And we had another playable. I like that. Okay, cool. And we have 4 card types. All right. Discipline. Discipline is nice. Discipline is nice. Whoa, 5/6 Tarmogoyf. That's rough. Oh no. Oh my god, it's a Barogoyf. Okay. Well, we can come back. Let's see. I think I just take this. Take 6. I have to find some way to pass through this Barogoyf. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning if I take this, or if I don't take this. Okay. I have a couple redraws at least. Anger. I mean, sure. What am I looking for? I don't even know. I guess I'll start by discarding it. So I get to discard Anger, draw a card. Also, I get to impulse draw. Okay, that's a lot of lands. Yeah, Barogoyf just makes things really unfortunate. I guess what I'm supposed to do is attack and then untap the... What am I hoping to hit? That's the other thing too, right? I mean, I'm not winning if I don't attack, so I have to go for it. And I get another combat step. So I think I untap the Inti, try to get another shot at the discard. So see, this can untap the... Oh, you can untap opponent's creatures too? I did not know that. Okay. It's kind of interesting. I'm sure that's never come up before. All right. Grease Wrench Goblin. What am I untapping? I guess I untap the Inti. Okay, discard. I will put the counter. I'll try to spread the love. I'll put it on the Grease Wrench. Karn. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay. Yeah, they just block. Okay. Not good enough. Yeah, they just block, and then, yeah. Okay. So, opponent is playing black-green medium boys. Black-green mid-range. How do I beat that? I mean, Bloodtithe Harvester would be nice. Desecrex would be nice, I suppose. But then that requires me to, I don't know. The consistency is still fine here. And also, I mulled a 5. So, I could splash a Mind Twist. That could be a good way to get things. But then it just grows their Goyfs. Man, the fact that they have the Tarmogoyf and Barogoyf. Like, I think if it was just Tarmogoyf, I could have beaten that. But, yeah, the fact that the Barogoyf is what sealed the deal. So, hopefully this next game, we can just beat them before they play a Barogoyf. I mean, it's got Black Lotus, but it doesn't do a whole lot. This is like a turn 2 Glorybringer. I think that's fine enough. Okay, mountain. I imagine discard is going to get me more than artifact destruction here. No need to play out a monument. I don't have any ways to trigger it currently. Once upon a time, so my opponent gets to find anything they want. Grief? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh no. It's a good thing we played out the Black Lotus at least. Oh jeez. Yeah, Glorybringer go bye-bye. 100%. Do they have reanimate? Reanimate Grief, take my monument, and then I just have nothing? Okay, there are a lot of good draws off the top. Heck yeah. Alright, awesome. Alright. You take one dragon, another one comes down. Come on, please. Opponent has commented Maestro. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Yeah, it was really nice because it also gives me back some of the mana that I lost from the Black Lotus. Oh, they just concede? What? Okay, opponent is showing me their hand. Like, okay, I'm sorry. All right, that was weird. That was a weird game. Black Lotus, baby. Okay, this deck is so getting carried by Black Lotus. It's not even funny. All right, now what? I mean, there's not really anything different I can do. I think it's just try to hope for a broken start again. It's kind of insane how Black Lotus turns this into an extremely strong hand, but yeah, I gotta mulligan this one. Ooh, hey, it's Black Lotus. Nice. Yeah, this is pretty good. I'll keep it. What do I put back? Probably keep. It could be Monument. Could be like what's my turn one? Is turn one just Karn always? Most likely. I also have to think if I get griefed. Well, if I get griefed, I pretty much insta-lose anyway. So I don't know if I should play around that. It could just be Monument. It doesn't seem like I'm going to be triggering that super consistently. I'd rather have cheap cards for Corey. Yeah, let's get rid of the Monument. Monument's not doing a whole lot. That's for sure. Okay, it's just a Banadork. Perfect. I can Firebolt that. So option one is to go turn one Karn. Nah, you know what? I think we're going to go for... I think I'm always Firebolting this thing. Bolt the bird. They don't have the... So, yeah, I can just go like Corey, Evora next turn, sure. Or just like Karn. I'm also thinking about like Corey, Black Lotus next turn, but then I can only play Evora. I'll play out the Black Lotus to protect it from discard. And then I'm not going to play out the Evora yet. I'm just going to use the Black Lotus to power out a Karn and start to get card advantage that way. And you know, if they grief me now, yeah, it's just a Tarmogoyf, that's acceptable. It's a little big, but you know. I'm also going to make it bigger with the Black Lotus, which is unfortunate. Suplex. Okay, I like that. Yeah, and there's already a sorcery in graveyard, so I don't have to make the Tarmogoyf smaller. I can basically I can play land, suplex this thing, and then it takes me off a turn, but I think the Tarmogoyf would kind of just take over. The problem is then if they follow it up with a Barrowgoyf, but if they follow with the Barrowgoyf, I'm not killing it anyway. So I have, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I just take another turn off. Suplex, and I have another sorcery in graveyard, so this is going to work. I'm just going to kill the Tarmogoyf while I can. and then pass. Now, next turn, I can go Quarry Steelcutter Karn, which seems pretty good. Oh, they're passing the turn. All right, land would be hot. Come on, land. That's not bad. That's not bad either. So let's see. I could play like all these things. I'm just gonna go Karn to start. Let's go Karn, and then I'll uptick Karn. Let's try to get some card advantage. They're gonna give me either Fable or a Mountain. Nice. They give me the Mountain. And then I'll just play out the Evora here. They're going to kill Karn with a thingy. Yeah, makes sense. It's okay. It gave me my value. Okay, so now the problem is I hard lose to Barrowgoyf. Like, I just instantly lose. I get strip mine. That's really annoying, actually. It's actually really bad. Yeah, because now I can't Quarry. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, this Quarry's like burning a hole in my pocket. Oh, terrible. That is so bad. Okay. Okay, what are we doing now? I think I have to try to draw lands. So what gets me out of this? Like, what am I trying to discard? The Quarry Steelcutter? Or the Grease Wrench Goblin? Maybe it is just Quarry Steelcutter, and then my goal is to like play a Death Grader's Champion and smack them. I think that might be the move. Like, the Quarry Steelcutter is just not really doing it. I think Death Grader's Champion might be the answer. All right. I mean, Quarry Steelcutter is a good way to get a lot of bodies. I think I like Grease Wrench as a way to grow Evora. I'm going to get rid of Quarry Steelcutter. Draw. Could you really use a land right here? Land would be hot. Come on. Glorybringer. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad, as I don't have a way to now, this can't get in. So I'm not able to make a blood. Oh, another big, dumb, mid-rangey threat that's going to be tough to deal with. I really, really need a land. Like, really need a land. Desperate. Robber. That's just a body. Yeah, I am just getting completely outclassed. So I don't really know what gets me out of this one. Mana Vault. Land is a good start. I may double block this. I may have to. Let me think. If I double block, they can only kill one? Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Sure. Because if they turn this into a 4/5, it's just over, right? Because then I can't even Glorybringer it away. Yeah. Yeah, that was okay. Badgermole Cub? Sure. They just have a lot of mana now. Nothing to do with it. They're going to, put it on there. A Duress. All right, I don't really care about that currently. They put it in the graveyard. Makes sense. All right, they have nothing. I also have nothing. Like, this is so bad. My opponent's top decks are so much better than mine. They have 3, 4, 5, 7 mana. Sure. I'll take 3. Okay. Death Grader's Champion off the top would be really nice. Come on. Okay, cool. Hit the land. So I could do this. Discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. I could also go like Carnage Interpreter, empty my hand, attack, trigger Robber. That's also a thought. Like, I don't necessarily have to do the Death Grader's Champion thing. Carnage Interpreter, it could lead to better moves in the future. like the Death Greater's Champion as a 2/1 double striking body against the Sowing Myco spawn is not amazing, but a Carnage Interpreter enabling my Robber and the Grease. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go Carnage Interpreter here. And then hopefully they just don't have a, interaction. Okay. Get in there. We trigger Robber. We get a Forest. Unfortunate. Let's see what kind of blocking they do. This makes sense to me. This also makes sense. They need to protect their life points. Okay, I now have it's technically still a 4-turn clock, but I can easily turn it into a 3-turn clock because I have a Firebolt in graveyard already. My opponent is like one good top deck away from coming back though, but at least now I have all these clues to regain my card advantage. Opponent's like I have 7 effing out, but no, just effing lands. Oh man, I love this. They're not dead. They have so many turns. It's funny because I could still lose from here. Taking the screenshot. Oh my god. Oh yeah. No. Give me the salt. It fuels me. It fuels me. Are you okay? Apparently. Woo. Okay. Oh man, I'm having a good time. I might still lose this game, which is really funny to me. Okay, let's draw a card. It's still, this still has a 5/5 menace as long as I have 1 or fewer cards in hand. Okay. You gonna let me draw a card? I just don't like losing. I don't like losing when I should win. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to respond to that. I need to think about it. I really need to get the maximum, what's it called? Maximum, emotional damage. So I'm going to have to think about that. It's also, I should probably wait until I win this match because, wow, it's off screen right now. It's still going. Like, look at this. Hold on. Yeah, I don't need to make this a 5/5 just yet. I'll just wait till their end step to draw a card. Meanwhile, I just don't like losing when I should win. 4 turns in a raw of lands. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, you top deck every time you can. I don't know what that means. I already topped. What do you mean I top deck every time I can? Yes, every time I can draw a card off the top of my deck, I draw a card. What? This is great. This is hilarious. I think the problem is if my opponent plays a Barrowgoyf, I still probably just lose. So. Okay. All right. We're having a good time. I don't know what's going on. It's hilarious. I love salt. It's so great. Okay. I mean, we still have a pretty tough time here. And now the opponent is not salting and they're thinking a lot. So that probably means they didn't draw a nothing. I have a Fury in hand though, so that should help a lot. The problem is if they play a Barrowgoyf, it's going to be, let's count. Creature, artifact, land, planeswalker, creature, artifact, land, planeswalker, sorcery, instant. Yeah, it's going to be a 6/7. That's going to be tough. Although I guess I can attack and then they might be incentivized to block and then I Fury and kill it. I guess that's the only out. Okay, opponents just, I don't know what's going on. We'll come back when they come back. Okay, opponent thought for 5 minutes, put an Overgrown Tomb into play, and is likely passing the turn. Okay, So opponent's finally deciding to do things. Nope. Okay. I will draw with the clue. Okay, hopefully land. Tarfire's fine. Oh, land. Perfect. So land. We'll just cast Fury. Clear the Sowing Mycospawn, and then present lethal next turn. Eventually. Ooh. Just F off effing game. I'm having a great time. Losing to a dumb idiot with no skill. Oh yeah, you know it's concede. All right, I gotta get the screenshot equity. How do I do this? What's the best way? I gotta really. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm just gonna have this. I'm just gonna have this here, and then I'll use the power of editing, and it's gonna be really funny. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right, hold on. I need to get my screenshot equity, and then and then we'll see you in the finals. All right, we're here in the finals against Joker 10289. We'll go first, and our hand looks really good. Gonna keep. It's got Mana Vault. So Mana Vault, and then turn 2 Goldspan Dragon. Turn 3 Karn. Maybe we can even go Kori Karn. I don't think we can go Kori Karn, but yeah, Goldspan Dragon. Good. Sorry, Mana Vault. Good. Excellent. Opponent's still deciding on their opening 7. All right, start off with a Mana Vault. Opponent went AFK there for a little bit, but we have a really strong turn 2. So hopefully opponent doesn't do anything too crazy here, although they're in the finals, so could get Thought Seized. I guess if I get Thought Seized, it's not the end of the world, and I just go Karn. Imperial Seal. All right, opponent's up to some nonsense, and I'm not excited about that. So we could just get Reanimated on turn 2. Okay. At least I know they don't have Grief. Okay, there's Inti, so I could go Kori Inti, but I would rather just try to get set up with a big Goldspan Dragon hit. And then I could play out Inti this turn as well, but I think I would rather wait until next turn so I can go Kori Steelcutter plus Inti. Dismember the Goldspan Dragon, and then I create another treasure, which is good. But the problem is now they only tap for 1 color, or 1 mana instead of 2 with the Goldspan Dragon. All right, I'm going to leave the Mana Vault tapped. I think I'm just going to still go Kori Steelcutter plus Inti here. Or alternatively, I could just go Karn Downtick. Karn Downtick, make a 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be a 3/3. That's also not bad, actually. I think I actually might prefer that, because then the next turn I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go Karn. Karn, make a guy, and then pass. We're missing out on a potential turn of Kori Steelcuttering, but now I can just downtake again, make a 4/4. Oh, that's a show and tell. Well, that's nice. Let's see what happens. I'll put in Inti, I guess. Inti or Kori. I'll put Inti. All right, an opponent puts in an Atali. Okay. All right, I can beat that. Fury? Oh. Fury and Narset? Oh, boy. Okay. Well, on the bright side, the Fury can't kill... It cannot kill 2 things. It can only kill 1 thing. So... Hopefully we'll be all right. I wonder what opponent decides to kill here. 1 damage and 3 damage. Sure. Wait. Okay, they just wanted to kill the Karn. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm probably not beating this one. At least they whiffed on a Narset, which is good. All right. How can I get out of this? I think the answer is I might not be able to. A land? I'm not liking that. All right. So now what? I'm gonna go land Quarry Steel Cutter to pump up the construct. Unfortunately, it's just gonna get blocked by the Inti. Really, I think we're just gonna send this at Narset, and then we're basically doing this to cycle, seeing if we get something. Mountain, yeah, that's probably not gonna do it. Okay, I think at this point, I'll just continue. But it's not looking great. Now we're taking 7 plus 6 is 13 on the crackback. Opponent's got a Narset, so I can't even draw. Oh, they have Tinker too. Tinker Blightsteel? Yikes. Okay. So, yeah, probably not getting out of this one. I'll take all this damage. I'll go to 5, go to 4. FOMO. I can't even draw. I don't know what I can hit off the top. I don't think I can actually hit anything. So I don't think it's worth it for me to show my opponent more of my deck. But yeah, opponent's got a pretty sick one. Okay, so they're doing pretty broken things, which is unfortunate. I am not doing that broken of stuff. But I can still, I can still have good mana acceleration starts. I think the fact that my opponent was able to deal with the Goldspan Dragon and I wasn't able to put that much pressure on board, and then they were able to just play a Tali. The fact that they hit my Fury too. If they didn't hit my Fury and they hit something like either a Firebolt or like a Mako or something, I am probably still in that game. It's not great, but I actually have plays. The fact that they hit the Fury just kind of turned that into a non-game, unfortunately. I don't really think I have any sideboarding. I think this is just how it is, and the deck does what the deck does, and if it dies, it dies. Okay, going first. I like this. Yeah, Mako into Inti, discard Anger. I like that. Keep. It's not the most insane. Like, you could make the argument, oh, I need to try to mulligan to a broken Black Lotus hand. But this is a pretty consistent amount of pressure and card advantage. My opponent needs a little bit of time to get things set up. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take the risk. Ooh, Spyro too. That's nice. See, this is pretty good. Pretty good. We go Inti. We attack. No days. No days. Okay. We're going to discard the Anger. We're going to put 2 counters on this thing. Get rid of a land that we don't need. Next turn, we get to go Spyro. Oh my goodness. That's going to go so hard. Ha! Kitesail Freebooter doesn't even do anything. Yeah, this is actually really good for me. And a Fable too. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I like I'm going to go Spyro just for the immediate, Mako value. So we're going to go Spyro here. We're trying to go fast. No, opponent has a Daze. That's unfortunate. All right, we're just going to attack with both. I will discard a Sunbaked Canyon, I guess. Yeah, probably Sunbaked Canyon. Put 2 more counters. Oh yeah, this is great. Give it Trample. Don't really care about the Quarry Steel Cutter at this time. Yeah, they're just blocking because they need to. Okay, this is good. Does opponent have anything more broken? No, it does not seem that way. All right, I'm just going to attack first. Okay, attack with these. Discard the Mountain. Trigger. This time I'll put the counter on the Inti to spread the love a little bit. Okay, that's a Glorybringer. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to play that. They go to 3. I will play a Fable. Okay. Oh, yeah. Mako plus Inti. That is so sweet. This is still standard legal. What the heck? Uh-oh. Show and Tell Archon of Cruelty. I think I can still beat this, right? Well, we'll get rid of Goblin Shaman for sure. And then if they can't kill my stuff, I think I actually still win. Okay, wait, we got to think about this. Do I have enough? So if I discard and draw, like, let's say I don't do anything. Let's say I just play Lelia. If I attack, then I don't have any cards to discard. They can just block. Well, they still die. Yeah, if they block Marauding Mako, they take 3 plus 3 is 6. But I think I would rather... Well, hold on. If I discard Lelia, that allows me to draw a card. This gets a counter, so it's 7. And then this is 7, 8, 9, 10. Basically, I just need to make sure that it's lethal guaranteed. Because I'm trying to think what I can lose to here. Like, this is technically a win in hand, right? But is there any way I can, like, whiff? I just need to do math on the damage. So I play this, I discard, or I draw a card. Then this is 7. Then I go to combat, I discard, I, get 2 counters on this. So that's 9. And trample, they block, and okay, so they still die. Yeah, I think I prefer that. Plus, if I draw like a direct damage burn spell, and plus it quote unquote draws me more cards. Also, there's a Fury. Okay, there's Evora. So I could just play Evora and then just like discard more cards. Yeah, okay, sure. And it has haste too. Like, you gotta remember that. So discard the Fury. Do all the things. Do this. Combat. Attack with everything. Discard. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're doing the discard thing. Put the counter here so it has trample. And then I'm pretty sure they're just dead. Yeah, like they're 100% dead here. Unless they have some sort of free bounce spell. Okay, they don't. Okay, wow, we beat Show and Tell Archon with the power of Marauding Mako and Inti. That's nice. What a sick combo. It's still standard legal. play Mako, play Inti, attack for 3, but then you're like then you're losing cards and you're not gonna be able to play the card on top. Anyway, so I basically just have to do that again, but the problem is now I'm on the draw. I don't think there's really too much I can do to offset this. I basically just need to keep a hand that's more proactive. I can't really interact with my opponent's doing. Like, this is just going to have to do. Honestly, it's good. It's like turn 1 Chandra. It's not bad, but I think there are definitely some inherent flaws. It's good. Like Black Lotus Chandra, right? Turn 1, except now I can get dazed, which I don't like. If I get dazed here... Okay, Emperor Bones. They only have 2 cards in hand. What are the odds, right? I could also just play around Daze. So, like, let's think about what's better. Also, what am I doing? I'm, like, Chandraing and upticking? Huh. Yeah, it's, like, not even that great. And then they can put 2 counters. They can do their thing. Am I going to Chandra down tick? Oh man, it's like, let me think. And then I go, if I go Fable, on the next turn I can pitch away a couple of these lands, and then I could go second land, attack land, and then I have 3. But then that's not good enough. And then they can just block, and then I play Chandra, and they get got by Daze anyway. Always casting Black Lotus. I think I just go for the Chandra. Okay, nice. I think I just kill this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to kill this. Now next turn I can, yeah, because the Emperor Bones equals shenanigans, and I just don't want those shenanigans. Hopefully they can't answer Chandra. Like it, okay, nice. Wow, that's a lot of freaking lands. All right, we're going to go land. We're going to go add double red. Luckily, this is also playing around days. Let's see if this gets countered with like a loose focus, or that was my last opponent. Mana leak. Uh-oh. That's bad. Okay, well, on the bright side, I have an active Chandra, and yeah, that's basically the bright side. Okay, gold span. Oh, nice. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. Like, I can't just play scared. Nice. Gold span, get in there. All right, come on. I just have to feign a couple of nonsensical turns a little bit. Why are you shocking? That is terrifying. Please don't do these things. Stop. What are we doing? Lily? Oh, that's fine. I mean, it's a little annoying. They're going to make me sack my Goldspan Dragon. You kind of have to. What are you going to do? Uptick? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. Okay, Chandra versus Lily. Everyone's favorite duels of the Planeswalkers or whatever that product was. Okay, Corey. So, yeah, I guess it's land, Corey, hope to hit something off the top. Just a castable. Come on. Oh my god, that was perfect. Oh my goodness, that was the best hit possible. Insane. Crazy. Oh, and I hit the Fire Blast too. I think my opponent is like dead next turn. I'm going to take out the Lily. I don't want them to discard. Oh my goodness. I think is my opponent dead next turn? That's the real question. The answer may be yes. Oh my god. Wow, we got the trophy. Look at that. This thing has good EV, 400. Absolutely insane. And all 3 matches, I lost game 1 and then came back. This deck was pretty awesome. Okay, it was basically hard carried by Black Lotus and Mana Vault, but still, I mean, we were able to be super aggressive, even in that one game, that game 2 in the finals, where we just kept the hand on the strength of like Marauding Mako and Inti, and then just that curve out, getting 2 counters on the Mako every turn was strong enough to overpower even a sneak and show Archon of Cruelty, which was insane. And then of course Black Lotus Mana Vault powering out Furies and Glorybringers and Goldspan Dragons and Chandras. I think that was pretty sweet. Monument, it hung out. It didn't really do anything, but it was cool. You know what? It was good because I was able to discard it to Inti to. Yeah, that was basically that. But yeah, this deck was awesome. Love me some mono red discard action. Oh yeah, shout out to Carnage Interpreter. This card was awesome. Spyro, of course. Insane stuff. Yeah, just overall solid. All right, great. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to sub if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.